Hello, Mark. How are you?
Pardon me?
I'm good. Good morning.
Good. Good
Good morning.
morning.
So the purpose of the t-test is looking at two groups and whether their means are significantly different than another. Okay. So for
Okay.
instance, I could measure men and women's height, right?
Hmm.
I have a bunch of measurements. So I would take the mean of women's height, the mean of men's height, and I would say, are these values significantly different? Right?
Okay.
The
Yep.
answer is probably yes, right?
Yeah.
With that. Now, for this particular example, we're saying if kids are in a two-parent household versus single-parent household, is there a mean difference in the number of TV hours that they watch?
Right.
So we're going to take the mean of those in a two-parent household. We're going to take the mean of those in a single-parent household.
Okay.
Then we're going to look at a different variable, which is married, not married. So this one implies that they're in a two-parent household, but we want
Right.
to know whether them being married has an impact on number of
Ah,
TV hours watched. So then
okay.
we're going to see those who are married versus the average of TV watch for those married versus those unmarried, and we're going to see if there's a difference. So
Okay.
our real question is asking, is there an impact if a child is growing up in a single parent household? Yes or
Hmm.
no? Is there an impact whether somebody's in a house, a child is in a household that's married versus not married in terms of number of TV hours watched?
Gotcha. And so one of the things that I was doing is I'm going to see if I can share. I don't know how to share it.
At the
Me
very
and
bottom of your screen, there should be a share screen button.
okay. Now, like you're like really tiny. Now you're completely gone. Me and Zoom. Me in Zoom. Okay, here we go. So here we are at the share screen. And so as you can see, I've got a share screen of everything in life, it looks like. And so here is where I ran those
Yeah.
numbers, right? And I wound up when I compared the two parent, I think this is the two parent to the unmarried, I believe.
Okay, so just right there, you're telling me something that doesn't sound right. You shouldn't be comparing two parent to unmarried. You should be comparing two parent, that row, the ones
Right,
that are zeros versus one. You just
right.
compare that. And then the other one is you're going to compare married versus not. So married zero versus one. You're not comparing married versus two parent. Those two variables, we're not comparing those.
Okay. So I did break this all out
Yeah.
um, so that I could have a an understanding of them. And I'm not sure where they are on my computer, but I did compare. So you're saying it's just I'm comparing the unmarried and married to see if there is a difference, correct?
Yes. So if in sheet one or sheet two, do you have the whole data set available
I do.
at the bottom if you click one of those?
Okay, let me see here. I do, and forgive me.
It should be on the screen you're sharing with me at the bottom. It says sheet one, sheet two, sheet three, and we're on sheet four.
Yeah,
Sheet
what I
one,
did is, yeah, I opened up my the changes that I made. So I don't have the original somehow. It's gotten buried. Let me go here and see. Um, is it still sharing?
not anymore.
I apologize. Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
it's okay.
Here we go. Okay, so um let me see. Now this was I where I originally started.
Okay, so the first thing you'll do here, and I think you probably already did this, is you want to sort.
Sort by the zeros and one.
Yes, so you need to highlight the
Mm,
TV hours with those. You're sorting your whole data set, right? To
right.
zeros and ones. And then when you go into your t-test analysis under data, you are
Mm-hmm.
then grabbing the TV hours associated with
Right.
zeros,
Right.
and in the other variable, the TV hours associated with ones.
Ones. Right. And
What
that's what I
you did is
did.
perfectly right. Okay.
And that's what I did here. Can you see this? Where it says two sample assuming unequal variances?
I don't
No.
see that. I'm still just on the regular data set.
Okay, so let me show you that because, okay, here, can you see that yet?
Yep,
Okay, that's what I did. So I sorted by the zeros and the ones.
Yep.
Right? And so in so doing, I wound up with a 0.007. And this is where I'm getting because that's less than the 0.05. Is that what that is supposed to be?
yes, but tell me where you got 0.007.
I actually divided this number by this number.
So you don't actually need to do any stats for that because look right below that highlighted cell. It says
Yes.
P one tail, that's 0.0001.
Okay.
And then look below, it says P two tail, 0.0002. You
Got
want
it.
using your two tail test.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be your P value. So it is significant. It is less than
Right.
0.05.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
This is all correct.
okay. So I'm on the right track then.
Yes.
It's just understanding the terminologies. It's been so long, but it's kind of coming back.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
for the data analysis assignment, you will copy this table into like a Word document and then have 2 to 3 sentences of interpretation as to what is the data telling you? What do you
Okay.
suspect it means?
Okay.
And then you'll do the same thing with the other variable. You'll
All
read
right.
out the analysis and then 2 to 3 sentences.
Perfect. I think I've got it. Can
I share you want me to share my screen with you for a second?
Are you talking to me, Mark?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Let me grab the screen for a second, okay? And doctor, tell me if I'm, way off on this. You want to, yeah. Okay. What screen do you see?
Establishing Leading Your Tribe, Stockworth Institute 10-step plan to sell 20
Let me
million.
bring it now. What do you see?
Now we see that one. Yep.
Okay. So basically what helps, see how I changed the label to say unmarried, married?
Mm-hmm.
It really does help to change the label because you kind of keep it straight. And then down below it says 2 parent, 1 parent. And then if you follow along on that Word document of the analysis, the analysis there, and doctor, please tell me if I'm way off on this, but they kind of walk you through, what you just talked about, what matters. And Brad and I both way overthought this exercise, and then once you kind of just stick to what the Word document tells you to look at the data, it kind of like the light bulbs massively go off in terms of that's what they mean. And then it really does, the T value, all that makes sense. But if you don't get your table straight and the unmarried, married, 2 parent, it's just too confusing to try and keep it. So that's just a tip there. I would help you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
doctor, was I way off on that? I don't know if I want.
That's totally fine. Yeah, labeling can make life really easy. Again, this assignment was not, my goal is never to be challenging and like tricky. I think it is par for the course that doctoral students tend to overthink and overanalyze, and that's just what happens. So yeah.
Right. Well, I think I've got it. So if not, you know me, I'll shoot you an email and
Yeah.
I will, because I'm going to get back to it and really start crunching through. But thank you so much. Thank you, Mark, for sharing your screen. And I wish you guys a great day.
All right.
Same to you, Monty. We'll talk to you soon.
So doctor, I won't keep you. I just, this stuff's really exciting to me. And I think Brad and I both way overthink things.
Did you want me to stop the recording first off?
No, you can keep it, because whatever. Look, I'm on a group chat. I need to add her to that. The other students, we all try and help each other work through things. And so I turned in my kids are out of school today and my wife's traveling. So I've tried to get everything done early this week. I didn't know if you had a chance to look at it. If you didn't, that's fine. But I wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, gosh, what was my question for you? Oh, yeah. So I'll just tell you what I did, and you can say if you're on track or not.
I'll just pull it up too right now so that we can take a look at it together. My kids are also they have a half day today.
By the
My
way, how are
youngest-
you doing? How's your Lyme disease? How are you doing?
I'm improving. Today is my last day of medication. So, and I just realized I took my medication and I did not eat anything and I'm feeling quite bah. So let
Yeah.
me just grab, I'm seeing here your lit review. I'll open this up and I'm gonna go grab some carrots. I should not have
Yeah,
taken
go
it
get-
on an
yeah.
empty stomach.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, did you attach it?
I submitted it through the assignment thing.
Oh, I'm just looking at
Do you, do you want me to email it to you real quick?
No, it's okay. I'll just pull it up on Sakai. I was on
Okay.
Outlook.
I basically had 3 to 4 bullet points on each of the 3 main topics: transformational leadership, intellectual stimulation, and narrative paradigm. And I just summarized what I thought were the bullet points that led to the hypothesis. And
Okay.
I stated my hypothesis as the final sentence of my introduction.
Okay, yeah, that sounds spot on. Let me grab some carrots real quick.
Sure.
Very stupid because I ate breakfast at 6 and I just took it now. And so now there's nothing in my stomach left at 10. Okay.
You need to eat some bread.
Okay. So the first thing I'm noticing is, it seems like you divided it again by article.
By topic. There's 3 core topics.
Okay. So the paper should still be a paper, not all bullet points.
Oh.
Like it's an integrated paper. So your first section is great, but then once you go, you divide it by topics, but now I'm seeing you kind of have a summary of it under your subheading, which that's fine, but the summary is all bullet pointed. I want all of those to be integrated together.
Into a paragraph.
Yeah, so let me give you a
Okay.
sense here of what I'm talking about.
Laura had told me that she wrote a bunch and you said to get it down to bullet points. So I thought you wanted bullet points.
No, I don't know where. No, the hypothesis can be a bullet point.
Okay.
So
Okay.
right here, can you see your paper?
Yep.
So that's a good subheading. I would work to integrate this article, all of these that fall under that,
Into a paragraph.
into a paragraph. So you could say something like, the idea that leadership is connected to power and morality has been shown in multiple studies, parenthesis, Burns, and probably parenthesis, Bass, right? So you're integrating them together, that it's part of that's how it's been.
Okay.
Then you get to your next subheading, and then you talk about intellectual stimulation. From these, you summarize them into a paragraph again.
Got it.
And then the only thing that should be a bullet point is your hypothesis, where is your hypothesis?
It's up top in it's the last paragraph. It's the last sentence of the openings.
Yeah, so then right here. So this section here, that should be at the very end of your literature review. So it says, it should be something like, based on the following research and articles, this research will show that higher levels of intellectual is it stimulation? Yeah, can be found through the application of narrative paradigm as compared to the logic of rational facts. But that needs to go right at the end.
Got it.
Right here.
Okay.
You can even have like a subheading called hypothesis and write that in.
Love it. Okay. That's very helpful.
And then this is all good. So let me pull up here.
You wanted 10, right?
Yeah, 10 roughly. Again, I'm not gonna go crazy and start counting. I have no interest
Okay.
in doing that.
Right.
As long as it feels like it's been,
Well,
well,
you know, I way have, you know, I have way over researched this topic. And so getting it down to 10 was actually hard,
yeah,
you know.
that's usually how it goes. Um, let's see. I want to try. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys an example.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be very helpful.
I just want to pick a year that I taught that no students are still in the program. I just want to be mindful of that. Sorry for chewing right here in front of you. Let's see here. Assignments. What's happening? Oh, shoot. All right, I have to be that one. All right. I'm opening up this student's paper so I can share it with you. This student included an abstract, even though that was not a necessity. Okay. You see this?
Yep.
Okay. So again, she included an abstract. There was no need for that.
Okay.
But you've got a short intro of the topic. You get into the literature review, and then you have subheadings. And this is how all the research is integrated together.
Oh, so you don't want, okay, so the title of okay, you don't even need that. You just want it integrated in a paragraph. Then down below is all the references.
Correct.
I got it. This
Here's-
is just like this is like the lit review we did for Weedman.
Quite likely. I mean, that's what a lit review is. So this is kind of giving you all of the information. There's another subheading here. Again, hers was a little longer than others.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 paragraphs.
Right, into each.
Just
And
enough
then
to
you get to
synthesize the
here,
article.
you get to here for the hypothesis, and here they are,
Got
bullet
it.
pointed.
All right, that
And
was very
then
helpful.
references.
Okay. You're going to upload that in the messages?
Yep.
Okay, that'd be very helpful. Thank you.
Yep. Again, I might try to find a different one because I don't want you guys to get the idea that yours needs to be this long. Hers was very long. But this was a project that she had been working on, you know, for candidacy. So she had quite a bit of writing on it already.
Right. Okay. Cool. Well, Doctor, thank you. Very, very helpful.
Of course.
All right. Well, that's all I needed.
Okay. We'll see you
Take
later
care of
then.
yourself, all right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.